Hi, hello, and howdy. This is Sheila, and welcome to the Painted Pig Studio and the big lapbook build. I've kind of gotten stuck on this Tim Holtz lapbook. I've also, if you're familiar with my Let the Lapbooks Begin video, I also have a video going, a lapbook going for my grandson. But I realized I couldn't do two channels at once. I mean, not two channels, but I mean, go two different directions at the same time. Basically, because they're so different. So, I'm kind of concentrating on the Tim Holtz one. And, we've got one more. This is the third section that we're finishing up today. And then we'll just have this last section to do, which is a big, like, file folder envelope kind of thing. And then we'll go back and either go back to my grandson's book, or we'll start decorating this one or the other. I'm just really loving this, so might not be able to get away from it until I finish it. So, hugs and kisses first to Tracy Camp and Cynthia Stokes. Thanks so much for subscribing to the Painted Pig channel. I so appreciate it. My little channel seems to be growing right now, so let's keep it going. You have any friends that do junk journaling, just point them this way, especially if they're beginners. I say that, but actually, what I'm doing now, excuse me, I would count as more intermediate, perhaps. Okay, well, first, let's go back to the last flap on this side. And it is here. And I had actually glued this vellum on there to make a wide mouth pocket, like Joshua inked the edges. I'd seen him do on his channel, and I really liked it. But guess what? This very heavy, stiff vellum did not want to cooperate. So then I just ripped it off and went around with ink and left that on there, thinking that I wouldn't be using it after all. But now guess what? I'm back to wanting to use it, and I figured out how. I was just going to glue this down, but I've decided I'm going to hinge it because it does have something on the back. And I'm going to put, I've been playing with my silhouette, discovering all kinds of things I can do with it. And so, I'll tell you my idea real quick. Okay, I did these two pockets on my silhouette. I actually cut the bottom off of this one because it was a little long. And this paper, let me tell you, for all you hoarders out there, if you want some validation, this paper pack, and it's probably Walmart, I wish it had the date somewhere, but I don't think it does. But it's textured cardstock in all these different colors, which was purchased at the time for scrapbooking, because I was big into scrapbooking. 2006, we took a trip to Italy, and so thereafter, the scrapbook bug bit me. And I've got several albums full. But anyway, to get back to what I was saying, I have been using from this paper pad right here. Haven't even thought about using it in years. but it has really been the ticket. That's what I used in here. That's this. Just a ton of stuff I have used it for in here. It just, the colors seem to just blend well. So, and the shape of these came about. See, these are not even closed up yet. The shape of these came about because this had the tab. This is ephemera from the Woodland Diaries, the paper Craftivity digitals that I've been using in this lapbook. And so I thought, well, I got this idea to put these pockets on the inside. And so I just did the reverse of when I do a tab. And this was done that way too. And it is on the, oh, you've seen me do this. It's using the 123 punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. And the smaller one would work too. There is a smaller version. And I've gotten brave though. Now I'm using my trimmer, and I brought out Old Faithful because it's more precise. It's got this wire that helps you be more precise. So I just, to cut out the middle, I just placed it where it needed to be and slid it and cut that little middle hump out. And so if I'd wanted to keep the middle hump, I would have cut the sides by just placing my the wire where I want to see how accurate you can get. And I would have just slid my blade over the hump to cut that off and leave a tab. So I don't know who, I can't remember now who I first saw do that, but it was Melina Pilot. That's who it was. And but I just think it's the ticket. It is. You don't even have to use the craft knife if you've got a good trimmer like that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to glue these pockets, these envelopes in the side. Haven't glued this together yet. And they've got flaps. So what I'm going to do is glue these down on each side. And then these, I'm going to take over to the machine and I'm going to stitch them into the center. Just like that. And then I will glue the sides together. Okay? Be right back. Okay, well, after botching the first one, I realized that I needed some sort of a guide. So the second one turned out much, much better than the first. And I'm wondering if I can just fudge this a little bit and glue it and none be the wiser. I think so. Okay, so I'm going to, oops, sorry if I got my head in there. I don't know what it looks like this morning, my hair, because I haven't, the brush has not touched it yet. And I need to stop and eat breakfast. And I just keep going and going and going because it's so fun. It is so fun if I can. Okay, now don't botch it again now, Sheila. Get it right. Okay. Okay. All right. I think that's gonna hold and be okay. I'm just gonna put a couple of clips on here just to be sure that it grabs. Here, excuse me. The second one. And this is still the Tim Holtz paper, wallflowers. And I thought bugs might be appropriate for botany. Okay, so when you open this, they don't pop up. I was hoping they would, but... Okay, so this is going to go. And guys, I tried my hardest not to say so and okay so much the last time, but I just can't do it. Just can't. But I will keep trying. Because I know that repetitive phrases can get annoying. Okay. Now, I think the flap should be up, don't you? Should be, instead of on the inside. I'm going to do it that way anyway. Let me cover up this white. So this paper evidently has a white core. But I can't say it's not good paper, because it is. And, yeah, it is. It's good. It's got a good weight to it. And it has certainly lasted the test of time. Well, I've got to go back over to the vet today. I took my little fur lady, Nikki, who was fully furred, by the way. She was, leaving hair everywhere. Usually I have her groomed fairly often, but after our alley crossed the bridge in the end of May, it's just been hard for me to go back, but I was ready. So now I think I've got to go back today because I believe she has a UTI, little Nikki. She's so cute. She's lying on her bed over there. I would show you, but it'd be a mess trying to move the camera. Okay. Next is this one. And we've got to get... Okay, so there's that. And I think it's going to be... So for these, I didn't glue them all the way down. I just... that's not sticking, is it? Well, let's try ye old Fabri-Tac and see if it does a little bit better. Hopefully it will come out. Okay. Okay, let's see the best way to do this. I don't know. There's a stray string. Yeah, I believe that's going to hold it. And that might be what I have to do over here, because let's see. An opening there. Now I bet it sticks now. I hope. And so I'm gonna, now I was a little bit disappointed because I used Barely Artz and it still showed. So I'm gonna go with the fabric tag, I guess. That's what's open. And it didn't seem to matter. If Barely Artz doesn't do it, nothing will. Or become invisible. Now, I was going to put a writing pad, board was my plan, to put a writing board in here, but it's just too tight. The pocket is just too tight. So, I don't know what we'll do. But we'll find something to stick down there. I made a little ruler from a Tim Holtz sticker. And I just stuck it onto something a little bit thicker and stiffer. I mean, that's not the only thing I would put there. I might actually put several rulers in there. I'll think of something. Okay, and this, do I want strings off? Yeah, I think so, at least mostly. This, I'm going to, hinge, and I'm going to use something new, something that I have new. I've used a teeny tiny bit of it over here. This is Tim Holtz fabric tape. And let me tell you, it is sticky. So I think what I'm going to do is just hinge it with this stuff. I'll go ahead and cut it good and straight. Let me make sure. Okay, it's a little bit past. Let's see if I got close. Yeah, I can trim off a little bit if I need to. And you pull the backing off as such. Now, I don't know that it matters which way. It's really not a good place to have this, but I was trying to stay in frame. Okay, let's close that part of it. There we go. Now, I'm going to try to get this good and straight because I have a feeling that once it's down, there's no going back. I'll go ahead and pull this off. Hopefully that's straight. And of course it's stuck to there. Okay, good deal. I got it. I got got it in time. And uh-oh, not the best scissors, but now, here we go. Move over. It'd probably come just a little bit this way. Now, it's my hope that I'll only have to do it on the one side. What do you think? And see, this is going to stick up just a little bit like I wanted it to. Yeah. It's looking good. That worked. And I just don't believe that's going anywhere. So now that there's even less room in that pocket, but that's okay. That is okay. Alright, stick. Now that I said you were such big bad tapes, stick. Okay, I think that's got it. It's going to work. What do you think? So this is just going to open. I'll probably need to come up with something to close it, but perhaps not. Perhaps not. We will see. Now, on the other side, I followed Nik fairly close on the very first section here. She used some sort of what looked like almost like a time card that she cut. Again, this is very old scrapbook paper. It's a good card. And so this is going to go down here. And this is vellum, and it's been printed with just a very light background to keep it from being just white vellum. You can see it's sort of yellow, and it goes great with this paper. So on this, because I have found that the shipping tape glue does not stick well to it. I've had to re-glue some that I glued before, and if they come up again, I'm just going to use double stick score tape. And I'm going to put I'm sorry I stopped talking right there. I'm going to put about 2 strips down and then glue. So 2 strips of tape. Sticky stuff. Sticky. It better be. And then I'm going to put, and see, that's where the shipping tape is. It's right there. So the rest of it's going to get old. Get good old Fabri-Tac. This is like a never-ending bottle. I mean, seriously. That should be good. And now, I'm just going to peel it back. Oop. Just enough that I can grab it. So that I have a little bit of room here, wiggle room, as they say. There we go. Yeah, you knew I'd have to say it sooner or later. It's working. I like it. Alright, you little scoundrel, let's get you on there. And then I'm going to pause for breakfast and I'm going to pause for breakfast, and when I get back, we'll finish up this section. And if I have to cut some to make it shorter, I just will. Since we're gonna try to move within the next few months, I think I'll leave our provider like it is, rather than go through all that hassle. And just because where we're moving, or where we want to move, I have no idea who we'll end up with as the providers. So don't want to do it and then have to do it all over again. I'm just, you know me, guys. I'm lazy. Lazy. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll be back.